And the how do I for tonight is, how do I encourage my kids to be independent without feeling
Mm.
neglected?
Neglect them. It's okay. I'll give you my short answer, and I'm going to try to keep my stuff short because, again, it'll be a little bit of a shorter show tonight. I want to give everybody the content we can. Uh, what I did ultimately with all of my kids was first, you teach them, you hold their hand, you depend on what it is, you stay behind them and you stay on it. And then at some point, I started saying, hey, you can come fuss at to me about your frustrations, but until you ask me for help, I'm not going to help. Or if I inherently want to help, I'll say, do you want my help or not? And then after, the third step after that is just encourage, like, look, you got this. I'm sure you'll figure it out. I say this a lot around my house. YouTube is your best friend. Go look it up on YouTube.
Yep. Well, and I think the key word that you said during that and kind of sums up the best way that you can go about this is encouraging, because it shows that you're still present, but you're not there to solve every problem that they come across. And so if you're encouraging, or you're helping them find resources that can help them learn and grow, or even teaching them. So like the first time your kids do something, you teach them how to do it. I saw something that was, I thought, pretty clever. I doubt we will ever implement it, but I thought it was pretty clever. Is this family was having trouble with their kids not cleaning kind of how the parents wanted them to clean. Like they may have been cleaning some, but not to the degree that the parents were expecting, which is common. Kids often ignore messes and things like that, and it's not just kids. Other people do too. But what the parents did is, one of the times after they had cleaned up different areas, they took pictures, and then they printed off the pictures into a 3-ring binder and said, okay, go look at the reference picture. This is what that room should look like after you're done cleaning, or something like that. And so it shows them the goal that they're trying to achieve, and
Okay.
shows them what they need to do. So
And
I
I
thought,
think, good.
I just thought that was a clever idea. Like I said, we'll probably never do it at our house, but I thought it was a clever idea.
No, I agree. And there's a million ways to do it, but I believe that you guys have tied rewards to good work.
Yep. Yeah, and we've tied it to work. We've tied it to reading books, because we want our kids to read more, and I think that's a struggle with a lot of parents, where kids gravitate towards these short form, like YouTube shorts, or just short form content in general. And so one of the things that we did to encourage our kids to read more is we told them that if they're reading something on their reading level where they're supposed to be at, then we'll give them a penny per page, which isn't a ton, except you read a decent size book for 400, 500 pages. That's $4 or $5 for a book, and they're getting entertainment out of it at the same time. And so, and if they read something above their reading level and can prove that they understand it, we increase it to, I can't remember what it is. It might be like a penny and a half per page or something like that. But they get more. Or if they read something that's lower, they get less. And so it kind of encourages them to read stuff, or even challenge themselves. And because of that, like my middle child especially has taken advantage of that. He's read the Percy Jackson series. He's working on the follow-up Percy Jackson series. He's read quite a few other books as well, and but the Percy Jackson is the most recent one that he's done, so that's why I'm focusing on that. But he's read a ton. My older child has read he read the first Halo book. I don't know if he's going to continue the series, and he's read this other series about cat warriors and whatnot. And so yeah, it's been great to encourage them, but also, like, they'll ask for suggestions, but we also expect them to decide on what they're going to read themselves and things like that. So yeah.
So would you say that if they read above their level, that you might double or even triple that price?
Depending on how high it is, and if they can show that they're actually understanding it, because we don't want
All
them
right.
to read it and not understand it just to get money. We want them to actually comprehend it.
So, Bob, here's the challenge of the week. Go to your library and get War and Peace, which is a big Russian novel. It's huge. And I guarantee you'll make bank on that one.
Yes, but only if he can discuss the philosophies that are present therein.
Joe, nobody understands those philosophies, man. Nobody. So, Bob, you can pretty much wing that one. So, your dad is. I've never read it. So, your dad has never read it.
Clearly, he just needs to read some other more influential stuff.
All right, here's you the next one. Atlas
Tzu.
Shrugged. Go get Ayn Rand's Atlas Shrugged. And if you can understand that, I've read that one. And if you can discuss that one with me, I'll throw $10 in the pot.
And another way that we've also encouraged them, and our implementation of it hasn't been as consistent as we probably should be, but we're trying to get our kids to help not only plan meals, but help us cook meals too, to teach them how to actually cook. Because I've met so many adults that their cooking knowledge is just what they can toss in the microwave. And so we don't want our kids to end up like that. We want them to actually know how to cook various items. And so we're trying to encourage them to be more independent so they can learn from us, but a couple of times a month that kid is in charge of, okay, here's the meal, and we need to plan out what ingredients we need to get for it, and we will help them prepare it, but we're going to help them the entire way. They're going to be in there helping us. So that's another way that we're trying to teach them to be more independent, or teaching them life skills just in general.
So they don't go to the grocery store and try to find where to buy pasta water from. That was a TikTok the other day. And I'm not going to get off on my tangent about stupid parents, but I will say what we always do is what sounds like you're doing is you get them to do what you love to do, and you make it fun. So my wife loves cooking, so all the kids have gone through and cooked with her and been interested. And then we give them some freedom to do things on their own with cooking. And then we had to really push on the cleanup because that part wasn't getting done.
Yep.
And then when they do it, then you make a huge deal out of it in a positive way.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We my oldest, Malachi, he decided he wanted to make loaded potato soup, and he dumped so much garlic in there when
that sounds good.
If it had been like salt or something, it would have been way too much. But garlic,
gotcha.
It's okay. If you have a little bit too much garlic, it's not gonna kill a dish. It just
kind of makes it spicy. If you like garlic, you have to like garlic though.
Yeah. No, we like garlic, which is good, but yeah, he took it and he just. I'm like, that was a lot of garlic. That was a lot of garlic.
Yeah.
So, but
let's see. Them dice.
Real quick, full run through. Although one wonders if War and Peace would have been as highly acclaimed as it was if it was published under its original name, War. What is it good for?
Oh, stop. Nobody rolled a 6. Get out of here. Get out of here.
I just rolled a 6.
Oh, crap.